hard to follow certain people. It's hard to follow certain people.
Yeah.
First, the leadership of this fine church, to Dr.
Amen.
and Bishop Smith, to the fellow presenters, and certainly to all of you, I say greetings. As Bishop Smith said, my name is J.T. Ferguson. As you might have been informed, I am what you would call by title a licensed marriage and family therapist, or LMHC. However, what I am and will forever be is a child of the Most High God.
All right now. All right. Yes.
I am an African American man.
Yes.
I am a husband.
Well.
I'm a father of 2, a grandfather of 7,
Well.
and I'm trying to figure this life thing out just like you.
Well.
But I'm also a student of the English language, and Dr. Carroll said, let the spirit reign.
All right.
So as most anyone who knows me will tell you, I believe in the power of words, that words matter.
Yes.
So how we identify ourselves has a great deal to do with how we view ourselves and our place in the world.
Yes.
So with that out of the way, I want to dive into the subject matter that I have been tasked to cover. What causes malady in male behavior? Now, as I prepared for this presentation, I would rather say conversation, I had to first work with the term malady. First, what I'm going to say to you is that I don't want to attempt to preach to you. I'm going to leave that to my more deserving and esteemed and trained brethren and sisters. But I believe in staying in my lane, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you that the word malady has sort of French roots, and it means sickness. And since at a fundamental level, I don't believe that the vast majority of my clients are sick, and I'm going to press pause for just a moment because I want to differentiate the person who harmed you. I'm going to place that person over here because I ain't talking to him. I'm talking about the vast majority of people and the fact that rather than sick, there are harmful patterns, right? For example, if my father happened to be an angry man, I might therefore have learned to also be an angry man. There are patterns. I want to spend some time this evening talking to you about what the causes of harmful patterns in male behavior happen to be. So in nearly 25 years of work in civil rights organizations, and as these folks have told you, in criminal justice organizations, I believe in my core that most of us suffer from some harmful patterns. These patterns are a mix of biological, psychological, and societal factors. So when I say biological factors, JT, what are you talking about? I'm talking about those factors that represent the internal chemistry that each of us is born with or somehow develop over time. It's linked directly to natural processes. It's like your DNA. Hormones. Testosterone, for example, can influence aggression, dominance, risk-taking. But that in and of itself doesn't cause a harmful pattern of behavior. Brain structure and chemistry. There are differences in impulse control that happen as a result of that. Systems of reward and pleasure. Conditions like ADHD, those things affect behavior. And again, in and of themselves, they don't cause harmful patterns of behavior either. Genetics, traits like impulsivity, mood instability, those things can all be inherited. They don't cause harmful patterns either, not by themselves. Psychological factors, those things that include challenging events, negative interactions that occur over the course of our life experience that impact how we operate in the present. Trauma. Anybody ever experienced trauma? Exposure to abuse, neglect, unstable environments. They can lead to anger. They can lead to control issues. They can lead to emotional withdrawal, as you heard. Mental conditions, disorders like depression and antisocial personality disorder. You've heard those terms.
Yes.
They shape the harmful patterns. Emotional repression. Many men, and I happen to fall in this category, are socialized to suppress vulnerability.
Yes.
Well.
That's right.
Daddy says, stop crying and I'll give you something to cry for.
Well.
Suppress it. I don't think that I ever heard, and this is not some kind of disparaging comment about my dad. I love my dad. To the day he died, my dad was a great man. But my dad never told anybody he loved them.
My God.
So coming from that, I either learned how not to share those feelings, or I figure something else out. The harmful patterns, you have to first know what they are, so that you can work against them and do something different. If not, you're doomed to repeat them. Social and cultural influences, things that shape how you view the world and how you make choices that operate in it. And Lord knows there's a lot going on right now in this world that can teach us how to operate. And it too can be a harmful way of operating. Gender norms, ideas about being a man, dominance, toughness, avoiding emotion, those things can encourage unhealthy behaviors and unhealthy practices. Peer pressure. Social groups may reward risk-taking, aggression, or emotional detachment.
Yeah.
Media and environment. Exposure to violence, toxic role models, those things can normalize harmful interactions.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Environmental stressors, which I have to believe, as I said before, we face in abundance today. They can increase irritability,
Yes.
substance abuse, or even destructive coping patterns. So what am I saying? Well, if you happen to look at my online bio, it says it all. And I quote, I believe in the interconnectedness of individuals to systems like family, faith, community, neighborhood. This focus on people in context suggests that people are better understood not in isolation, but rather in relationship to the systems in which they belong. I personally want to understand those relationships, those interactions, so that it's non-pathologizing. In other words, you ain't sick.
Well, all right.
We want to form collaboration, and we want to be empowering. And so it cannot be that I think something is wrong with you when you walk in the door.
That's right.
This is all to say that I believe that what causes harmful patterns in male behavior isn't inherent to being male at all, but rather it's shaped by context. And my brothers, no matter the context, that does not give anyone a pass to misbehave or treat others poorly.
Absolutely.
Harmful patterns, as I've shared with you, may be shaped by context, but they better be examined, understood, and addressed if we want to be successful in this life in terms of relationships and how we interact with other people in this world. Just as an example, I can't go home and be disrespectful to my wife because of how my mother treated me.
Well,
Yeah, that's right. That's
Not gonna fly.
Won't work.
They know my wife.
well,
For a lot of us, that means things like therapy. I know.
Yes.
I see it all the time. I see black men come into therapy and the first thing they do is they sit in the chair, arms crossed, they go, I don't believe in this thing. And then when it's all said and done, it's like, man, you really know what you're doing. Maybe. What I do know is that the relationship that I have with you is of such importance that we can work together to make some things happen. I know that. I know if you open your heart, if you open your mind, if you open your experience, if you're interested in introspection, you can be delivered.
That's right.
I know that those things work because for the last 17 years, that's exactly what's been happening. We may not be sick, but that does not mean that we don't live in harmful patterns of behavior that make people think that we are.
My God.
When it is all said and done, we have to be both responsible and accountable. The things that I've done in this life where I have been harmful to other people, I have had to sit back and really analyze who was JT in the moment that happened. What was missing in his life? What was he trying to say, but in a feeble attempt, something perhaps turned physical? Because the only way he understood how to overcome challenges was like this. Kids from New York, that's what we did. But you can't do that forever. At some point, you gotta be able to use this.